this one, innit? Yeah. I'm not gonna be wishing anything bad on Trent, but what I'm not gonna be doing is wishing him well. It's just gonna be an existing thing. I just know that you exist, and it's lucky that it's an existing thing. That's what it is. What I'm not gonna do is diminish anything he's done for the club. So the whole corner taken quickly. No, it wasn't Robbo, it was Trent. I'm not gonna diminish anything he's done. I'm not gonna diminish his quality. I'm not gonna now say he's crap or anything like that. This is more a personal thing between me and Trent and what I think, and obviously what you guys also feel about the situation as well. Some people have moved past it. Some people wish him well, and I think everyone's entitled to think the way they want to think on the situation. Some are gonna do the she's butters anyway. Some are gonna understand that the situation's the situation.
You can still move with your butters though. Don't mean, you know what I mean?
But I have to say, I have to say, even though the club are very much to blame for this, we spoke about this situation many times on the channel. But
why are they to blame? I don't get it. Why are they to blame?
Oh, go on, Carl. This is where you come in, Carl.
No, you said it that they're to blame. Why are they to blame?
Yeah. They're partly to blame, not fully to blame. Partly to blame.
Why?
Wait, who? The club?
The club, yes, the club is partly to blame.
Okay.
100%.
Guys, this is my.
You're not telling me why. You just keep.
I blame Jurgen.
The reason the club has a part to blame is because of how long they took to start opening contract proposals.
But how do you know this? How do you know this?
Was that you reported by Ornstein, Fabrizio? It's been reported by the highest.
Reported by what? They've never said that the club took long to start negotiations.
They did. Ornstein, I can't get the video up. Ornstein said the club started opening negotiations with Trent and offered him his first contract in 2024 of April 2024.
And who employs David Ornstein? Liverpool?
No.
So why? So why is it because Ornstein, someone that's not employed by the club, said something? Why is that gospel all of a sudden?
Well, I'm pretty sure that when Ornstein said we was going to get Zubimendi, Callum, who's doing this at the side of the camera, was all for it.
No, and
let's not pick and choose when we want.
No. We're talking.
Hold on. If Ornstein said we was getting Ryan Cherky tomorrow, we'd all be sitting here acting like it's gospel. So now that it's something that's negative, or that's not something that we want to hear, we want to run the. Is he employed by Liverpool or Cal doing this?
That's very.
You just proved my point. Then you just proved my point. He said FSG were going to sell. The last time I checked, they're still running the club. He said we're going to get potentially Kvaratskhelia. Last time I checked, he's at PSG. He also said Zubimendi. He's still there. How many things has Ornstein got to get wrong before we realize that he might not have as much information about Liverpool?
That's fine, Carl. So if he says we're getting Turkey tomorrow, what are you going to say? It's not.
I'm going to be on stream. You know I am. So are you doing? You're going to call me before I go live, Monts. What are we doing?
You get it. I'm just going to go all. You get it. So what are we doing? Let's not act like now because he's reporting news we don't like that he's not one of the most reputable journalists around. Come on, guys.
No,
let's not pick and choose today.
I'm not saying he's not reputable. Is he reputable about Liverpool, though? That's the question.
Well, Cal, again.
There's only one journalist who's got this right through the whole time, and that's Fabrizio Romano. People might not like to hear it, but
I can't stand him. I can't stand him.
He's got it right, though, since day one.
I know, but I just can't stand him. I hate him.
So are we not going to believe Fabrizio ever? What are we going to do today?
Can I get my question answered, or are we just going to ignore it?
What was your question? About whether the club was to blame?
I'm saying the guy's not employed by Liverpool. We for as long as we've been winning stuff, like over the last 10 years, we've been a club that's been tight-lipped. So why is it that we know we're a club that don't really talk about nothing when Klopp was there and Slot's there? All of a sudden, David Ornstein's going to tell us when we started negotiations on it. It's crook. Their club would never ever have that escape to know damn David Ornstein about when we have owners who are very astute. They're not stupid. Everybody with half a brain would know that you try and put your contracts down on the best assets. Now the reality is that they may have offered them contracts and they said no, we want to wait. I think that's very normal, especially when a random act of Jurgen Klopp says, I wake up one day and I don't want to be there no more. That's probably thrown everything. I think Klopp was here. He's not going to Real Madrid, Trent. That's what I believe. But
Cal, what do you think of that?
Hold on. That's a spanner in the works, and now it's reaction to that moment. Yeah, he's given Arne Slot a first year to see what he's doing, right? And he's made a decision. My thing is that my initial question was, why is it the club's fault? All the club can do is start negotiation. If they say we're not ready for yet or we want time to think, there's nothing the club can do. Nothing. Because he's let his contract run down. They've not let his contract run down. Who would do that to Trent? Think about this logically. What club that's been run the way we've been run would let their players go there without offering them something? Are we that naive to just think that we sat there, we went blind, we just played football and let our three best players all of a sudden get? Come on, like you're not giving the club any credibility. So that's what I'm saying.
Kojo, that's a lot of what's being said is that FSG are as much to blame, if not more to blame, than Trent.
Who's saying this?
He's on the panel with us.
When did I say FSG's to blame more than Trent?
No, hold on, but Monts, I'm asking you direct. Forget what Cal's saying. I'm saying to you, in the behavior. No, I'm not diminishing what Cal said. I'm asking you directly, yeah, because you said it. I'm saying to you, give me something tangible, yeah, where our club doesn't move smart. Give me an example.
With how long it took all three of our contracts to be addressed.
But why is it the club's fault?
Because Salah and Virgil came out from early and said they wanted to stay. And
they also
but we don't believe the tabloids because
forget the Cal. You know what they said was a crock of shit. You know it was. They both were signing, yeah, and they wanted to see how the new manager would do. Like we was never worried about Salah.
But when did we play Man United the first time at Old Trafford? That was like September, October.
September. It was the third game of the season, right? Yeah.
No, beyond that, I think.
Oh no, it was early October. It was like October 3rd or 4th.
Hold on. Hold on.
Salah came out in that game. Sorry, he came out in that game and said that he wanted to stay. When did Salah get a contract offer?
You tell me because you tell me.
In April.
Yeah, but that's when he signed it. But who says he wasn't offered it?
So if he wasn't offered it, why would him and Virgil come out and say nothing's happened?
Because I think all of this was to protect Trent. You see that moment when Van Dijk pushed Trent forward. What game was it? Was it the Leicester game when he pushed him forward?
Leicester.
That was the moment I knew he was gone.
Yep.
Name one
and
time
he's had
to encourage Trent to go to the fans. Please, what are we doing there? All of this was because they knew Trent was going. Yeah, and they wanted to protect that because the fans would have turned on him. That may have derailed our season. I don't think there was ever. Van Dijk already said there was only ever Liverpool. So what, are we going to ignore that as well?
No, I'm not saying
that can be PR though. That can be. I'm not saying. I believe Virgil, but it could definitely. There's a definite possibility that can be PR.
My point is, everything could be PR. I just think all of this was to protect Trent. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah? I think part of that is true. No, part of that, I'm with you on that. I think a lot of things were kept hush to protect Trent when I think the club and Trent probably knew where his man was going to be at. And I think doing that while fighting for the league, it just wouldn't have been feasible. It wouldn't have been feasible for anybody. But what I'm not going to sit here and listen to is the fact that FSG don't have a right. Like FSG have been fine in this situation. A lot of us have sat here and said, yeah, listen, the club have a part to play in this. I've always said it's about 50-50. I think the club and Trent, I think it's a calamity between both sides. I think the club could have dealt with the situation better. I think Trent definitely could have dealt with the situation better.
100%.
But yeah, the only thing that I would agree with in that sense, yeah, is that little 6-month period where we had Schmachter or whatever the fuck his name was, yeah, when there was a little bit of grey area about who's coming in, who's going to run the club, all that. That was the loophole. That's probably the time when all of this should have been tied up or offered.
Probably, yeah.
Because at that time, Klopp was still there, right? But that's the main issue. Right, but I wouldn't say it's a thing of okay. Richard Hughes has come down and Michael Edwards has come back and then they just fucking blasé towards this. This is fucking Liverpool. We're one of the best run clubs. We are one of the best run clubs.
The moment he got made vice captain, that's when him and Virgil should have been getting new contracts. The moment Henderson left and Milner left, and they were promoted to captain and vice captain, that's when they should have got new contracts.
Yeah, but Cal, if they were offered it and they said we want to wait, what do you do then?
But why would they have not?
No. Answer the question. I'm saying to you, if they offered it to them and their agents are like, no, we want to wait and see, then what can the club do?
No, I hear that, but why would they have rejected contracts after just being made captain and vice captain?
Look,
because there was no rumors about Klopp leaving at that point.
Look, you have to remember this, yeah. We're all on the outside, James. We're all on the outside of this. One thing I know is I've never ever played football and I don't know what the fuck's going on with my teammates. Never. It doesn't happen.
Them lot didn't know Klopp was leaving until they told him.
No, I understand that, but I'm talking about whether people are gonna go or not. Yeah, the players talk. You're gonna chat to your fucking players, bro. Like, let's not act like they're not talking to each other. Like, what world are we living in?
See, I think my personal belief is that Trent's just always wanted to play for Real Madrid, and he saw an advantage that he could play for Real Madrid. I think he knew if he signed a new contract, Liverpool would never accept a transfer fee from Real Madrid for Trent Alexander-Arnold. So he saw his opportunity to play for the club he might have always wanted to play for. Yeah. Now, you know, if you're a Scouser, being from, you know, and you're a Liverpool through and through, and your dream is to play for Real Madrid more than it is for Liverpool, it's an issue. But if that's what he wanted to do, he went around the way of doing it, which whatever everyone wants to think. The fact of the matter is, I don't know what's going on. You know, he got offered a deal, whatever. He got offered a deal late as well. He's seen Trent and Virgil. The thing is, he's seen Trent and Virgil sign new massive contracts, yeah. And
Salah and Virgil.
Salah and Virgil. Stay at the football club. He could have signed really late on. You know, the party after winning the title. It could have all changed his mind. You're going, you know what? Yeah, Real Madrid is in my mind. I've always wanted to play for him, but my God, I can't leave this. The boys have just signed new deals. Slott's doing a madness. It's a new regime there at Liverpool. You know, hopefully we go big in the summer. We got opportunity to defend the title, you know, and maybe I'm going to change my mind. I think he just wants to play for Real Madrid. And the other thing, the whole thing that's pissed me off through the whole day, when I was reading about the article and reading what Trent was saying about a new challenge, that irritated me, right? Because if I'm a Liverpool fan through and through, I wouldn't leave Liverpool for anything here. And my challenge would be, let's go and win 21. Let's go and win 22. Yeah, with a new regime. Let's go and win the 7th Champions League. Yeah, that's a challenge. And when people tell me, "Oh, he's won everything, he can leave Liverpool now," he probably wants to leave Liverpool because he's won everything. So what? In 2 years, he's going to leave Real Madrid if he wins everything, or is he going to stay there? So I just feel like he's always wanted to play for Real Madrid. He saw his opportunity. And he took his opportunity.
You know what it is? Jamie, I fully agree with you. I personally don't believe he's always wanted to play for Real Madrid. Right? My issue right now is, and I was listening to Rory earlier on talking about it, yeah. And, you know, I'm sick of a club like Liverpool. We have domestic rivals and then we have fucking international rivals. Yeah, no one ever talks about this. We always act like we can chase Man United down, but we're not trying to chase Real Madrid down. We are trying to chase Real Madrid down. We are Liverpool. We are the most accomplished team in the UK, period, right? So Real Madrid, whether people like it or not, are rivals. I will never, ever be convinced that a boy from Liverpool had dreams bigger than playing for Liverpool. I would never ever believe it.
I think
now you come in, you do well for your team. You've accomplished a lot of stuff, right? But there's so many gaps of things that you can do. Look at Mo Salah. Do you think he came there thinking he was going to knock all these records up? But he sees that, you know what, I can break records and I can be the main man at this club. This club allows me to still challenge for those them records. So, like you just said, Jamie, there's so much stuff that he hasn't done that he could be looking at as a new challenge here. You're leaving the club which is one of the best teams in Europe.
Do you know what?
And also, La Liga ain't on Sky Sports anymore. Let's not act like the viewership is what it used to be. Once Eden Hazard left, who heard of him?
Yeah, he's playing with chunks now. Big up. But look, like when But when you watch him, do you know what threw me about Trent? And it was about a year ago now when he did that interview while he was playing. Was it not when he was playing for England? I think he did an interview with Sky Sports, and they were looking at his thing, and they were going, "What you could do in the future? You could be captain of Liverpool, win a Ballon d'Or, win the World Cup of England, yeah." And the way he surpassed the Liverpool captaincy to pick Ballon d'Or, that told me everything right there. That told me everything right there. You won't win you won't win a Ballon d'Or at Liverpool. It's just the way it is. Yeah. If Mo Salah played for Real Madrid and scored the GA he has, he'll probably win Ballon d'Or next year. Because he plays for Liverpool, he's probably not going to win it. Yeah. He knows that he probably feels like you go to Real Madrid to become a legend and become immortal. That's what you do if you go to Real Madrid. He's picking an individual thing over being the captain of his football club. When he went, I've been captain. That was for like 5 minutes, Trent. That weren't being captain, man. Yeah. That was just getting the. Curtis Jones has been captain longer than you have at this football club. That was just 5 minute job. Being a captain is being a legend at this football club. The captaincy of Liverpool may be different to other captaincies at other clubs. Maybe Man United have got the same sort of feeling because of how big they are as well. Being the captain of this football club is huge, and the fact that he went, I've done that. Like it's like he's picking a girl off the street. Yeah, I've been on with that one. I've been with that one. I've been with that one. I don't want that one. You know what I mean? That's how it felt to me. And since then, his ego's out of control. He's arrogant.
Do you know what?
He's cocky. He needs to be knocked down a peg or two, man. He really does.
I hate calling people arrogant, but I will not lie and act like his performances and how he tracks back and whether he feels like it and when he doesn't feel like it. And we can't sit here and say that we've not seen arrogance in him. We cannot sit here and say that. We've seen it on the pitch. And you know what? I am somebody that's going to wish him well, yeah? Because I believe that if there's more for you to achieve, then go and do it. But I genuinely don't believe that he's going to more, not in the state that Liverpool's in.
Yeah, but coach, the thing is, you don't see what Jamie's saying, yeah? I hear what you're saying. As a Scouser, he mostly did want to play for Liverpool all his life. Yeah, but his dreams might have changed now. Like he's seen Bellingham go there, he's seen Mbappe go there. He might have had a phone call. He's got friends there. Like his brothers in his ear. It's a different lifestyle. He might want to go to Spain. Him and his brother, they're young boys. They might want to experience different life. But I'm not a footballer.
When you say a different lifestyle, but when you say different lifestyle, well, like, you're talking about the weather, bro. That's the only thing.
Weather, different. What's it called? Culture, anything, bro. It's not me. If I'm a Liverpool fan through and through. All I want to do is play for Liverpool. You get me,
different?
Bruv, he's a young boy. He might want a different. I don't know, bruv. I can't answer for him. I can only think what's going through his head. Because in my head, I would only want to play for Liverpool. That is it. Full stop. But for him, bro, for him to be a Scouser and for him to leave Liverpool when we at the top table, we are challenging Real Madrid. You get me? We're not inferior to them. You get me? So for him to leave the best club in the world, what I think is anyway, yeah, to go to Real Madrid, it's got to be a different culture. He wants to, because it's not about trophies, because Real Madrid ain't in no position to be more trophies than us right now. Position at all.
Let's not act like Real Madrid ain't got absolute ballers there, right? Individually, yeah. And he's gonna say, I want to go and play with these guys. These lot are around my age. These are going to be the new legends of the game potentially, right? I want to go and play with the best players that I can. And I think it's probably more that than it is anything else. Do you know what I mean? Because I believe if all them players was at Inter Milan, he'd want to go Inter Milan. I genuinely don't believe it's about Real Madrid. I think it's about the players that they've got, and he wants to be amongst that. And I can understand that as a
I think it's about OnlyFans. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
I can't talk to Dark Heart.
No, I'm telling you, man. He wants that OnlyFans life. He wants that. What I mean by it, he wants that lifestyle, that Hollywood lifestyle. That is what he's craving.
But
Real Madrid.
But why do people say that? These footballers, probably he's at one of the biggest clubs in the world right now.
He doesn't think
he becomes a Galactico, innit? He becomes a Galactico.
Trent's legacy. Think Liverpool is the biggest club in the world.
Trent's legacy in football is more important to him than his legacy for Liverpool.
They're going to start calling him Shannon Sharp. You know that, don't you?
That's what it is.
No, he wants to fulfill his prophecy. That's it. He wants to fulfill
but I'm saying his legacy in football from his standpoint, is more important than his legacy at Liverpool.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely. Of course, it is.
But Monts, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Like, I'm thinking about legacy, right? We talk about legacy at Real Madrid. There's players who have done remarkable things for Real Madrid that aren't legends there.
Yes, Gareth Bale being one of them.
Right. So what I'm saying to you is, what can he possibly do that makes him a legend at Real Madrid? That Gareth Bale hasn't done, that Steve McManaman hasn't done.
No, he might not be legend at Real Madrid, he might be legend in football in general. Just he's been to 2 top clubs and won everything at 2 top clubs. Like he might, bruv. Like, I wouldn't.
Is Arbeloa a legend?
No, I'm not saying it.
He doesn't be legend at the clubs. What I'm saying, he might. Like Manny wants to play in every country.
Bringing Arbeloa's name is crazy, but I hear it though.
Arbeloa is nasty work.
I hear what you're saying, Kojo, in terms of what can you do that? Obviously, Bale won games for Real Madrid. McManaman scored in Champions League finals. Bale and McManaman never won anything until they got to Real Madrid. Trent won everything at Liverpool that he could win potentially, pretty much, that he's competed in. If he goes and does the same at Real Madrid, he will be seen as that guy. It's not nice for us because we want him to stay at Liverpool and continue winning stuff with. But in his mind, he'll be like, "Oh, I'm certified as a football legend because I've conquered Liverpool."
So after Real Madrid, he's going to go Celtic. Like, what are we doing?
If he has to Villa in 3 years.
Because the league,
if he has to Villa in 3 years.
Let's not act like he's going to a league that's going to be competitive. It's either them or Barcelona and maybe Atletico. That's what it's going to be.
I agree. But again,
so where does the credibility come? Where does the credibility come that you're going to a team that normally wins without you?
But that's the problem. That's the thing, bro. A team that normally wins, so I don't think he cares about the credibility. He just cares about the trophy.
I know, but I'm saying, but does that make you look at him and go, "Oh my God, he's done phenomenal because he went"?
No, but that's how the football world sees things.
No, but you're part of football.
No, but we're not casual fans. I'm not even saying this to be disrespectful. We're hardcore fans. Hence why we're all sitting on a panel speaking about football. The casual fans are the ones that really turn the needle. In any walk of sport, whether it's boxing, football, MMA, the ones that get the most love is from the casual fans. If I said to you all right now, Conor McGregor, you all know who Conor McGregor is, even if you're not big fight fans. But Conor McGregor is not even a top 5 MMA fighter of all time. But if you ask the casual fan about a top, let's say I ask a casual fan about John Jones, they might not have a clue. Vanderlei Silva might not have a clue, but they know Conor McGregor. And that's what it is for him. He wants that legacy where people, a casual, go, Trent. Oh, I know Trent. He played for Liverpool, won everything, went to Real Madrid, won everything. I know him. But we know Trent's not the best of all. He's no Cafu. He's no Dani Alves. We know that. We love Trent, but we know he's not that.
Could have been a Liverpool.
But the casual fan, but the casual fan don't care. They only care about, bro. Kojo, my little one's 6. Do you know? Me and Stevie had an argument in the car the other day because he told me Ronaldo is one of the best players. He told me Ronaldo.
Argument. Your argument. Oh, cow.
Sorry. Yeah. I took all of his devices away. Because
fair enough. That's all right.
He's convinced that Ronaldo's better than Messi, and it's not even a debate. But he's 6, so all the PR and the stuff that he sees about Ronaldo, in his mind at 6 years old, believes that Ronaldo's clear of Messi,
and maybe ISO speed as well.
And you call yourself a dad?
Exactly.
Messi doesn't have an ISO speed. You know what I'm saying? So like
exactly. So like it's the casual fans that change it. It's not us. We're the hardcore fans. We know what it is. It's the casual fans that move the needle, bro.
Hold on, Kojo. Just before we move on, hold that for just before we move on, guys. Obviously, big up Tom Little and Truth for the Raid as well. We currently have 530 in the house right now. So guys, make sure you guys are smashing the like button as well. I believe we're on about 106 likes, so we need to double that. So let's get to 200 likes ASAP. Big up everyone in the chat. We see your opinions as well. You know what I'm saying? As well, we see everything that you're saying as well. In fact, big up Jay Warrior saying let's get to 300 likes. Shout out Tariq as well. And Apollo said, which Ronaldo? I don't think he'd be old enough to know the other Ronaldo.
He started learning now, bro. He's learning now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get to 667 likes. Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
And you know it's bad when Tom Little finally went live. By the way, guys. No, it's bad when even Tom.
Look at Salah in the comments like Tom Little.
Tom, man.
Went live.
Tom,
Shout out Tom. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I just kind of want to swing it back to you. I have a question for the chat and obviously for the panel. Do you guys feel like who's to blame more on a percentage scale? So for me, it's 50-50. I think the club 50%. I think Trent 50%. I'm actually leaning to about 55% Trent, 45% the club. But I'm in between there. Where is everyone else with that? Chat, let me know.
100% Trent.
100% Trent.
I
I'm
would
blaming
say
the club.
70-30.
I'm blaming the club, man. I'm blaming the club.
How much percent, Dean, are we talking for the club?
I'll say 80% the club.
Carl?
What?
Yeah,
Someone in the comments has put 70% Trent.
Huh? Sorry, my hand slipped. Sorry, my hand slipped. Sorry, my hand slipped. My bad.
I'm gonna go 50-50 as well.
50-50.
Yeah.
Mm.
Both to blame at different points in the whole contract negotiation.
I feel like he was more than 50% for the club before this, but it's fine. You know what? Lauren, what was yours?
70-30
for the
on
club
Trent.
or on Trent? Interesting.
Yep.
I'm with Lauren.
Yeah.
Oh, you so
just
you,
think-
yeah.
Yeah, because
No,
I think that 30% is that when we had Schmachter and all that nonsense, which is the club, right? So
Yeah, I
that's
did. Yeah.
that's the part that I think that's where they fucked up. I don't think anything after that is them.
Yeah, at the end of the day, look, be fair.
Wait, look at David Reese's now. I've just seen David Reese's picture. You know, I can't even. Sorry, guys.
No, yeah, I don't.
That was actually. I was bringing up the comment, and I've looked. I was about to bring up. I was reading his comment, bro. I was reading his comment, and as I brought up the comment, that picture is crazy. Oh my!
I've actually seen worse today. I'm not gonna lie.
That picture's crazy, man. I don't even want to. Yeah, right.
What I want to know is who wins, 1 Trent or 100 gorillas. That's
Oh my God.
That's what I want to know.
Listen, but yeah, no, I just the reason I asked that question is because I feel like when I've been crashing out on Trent, my good friend Callum has been the one to remind me that the club has more of a part to play. I pretty much understand that, and Cal has educated me on certain things. He has educated me as well. Cal has definitely educated me on certain things. Where
Who started this FSG thing? Who started it? Because I don't understand.
Me apparently.
I don't know why people. I don't understand.
Wait, no, chat. Are we gonna act like Cal weren't blaming the club? Was the one siding?
I have heard Cal come for FSG.
Hold on.
And Matt, why are we acting like that's not a thing though?
Hang on. I've just seen
the fact that you're doing this 50-50 thing's crazy to me.
Hold on, wait.
Every time I've crashed out about the Trent contract thing,
that is
you're always reminding me about the club. Like, and the chat will back me on that. I'm sorry. This is not a bro. Chat. Cal been blaming the club. And when was I 50% and I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
When I was blaming the club, had all 3 players signed contracts?
No one had signed.
No one signed contracts.
No one.
Okay, cool. I rest my case then.
No, but it's bro. It was that was not point. I'm talking about not good enough. We were talking about Trent when Trent was the topic. It was more on the club.
Had anyone signed for the club?
It was about all 3 of them.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm saying when I was crashing out about Trent. When I was crashing out
but Trent was part of the 3 that hadn't signed.
Thank you.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
Context.
I'm gonna go back and find the footage. You guys
speaking Portuguese. Context.
I blame Trent's dad. I blame Trent's dad.
Jesus.
He should have pulled out years ago.
No, I think with nowadays we just can't hold football players on this pedestal that they're going to be loyal. They're not. It's not this Hollywood narrative that they're gonna. Oh, he's gonna. I'm sorry. Like if we go back to the video that he had, like Trent recorded, that was a ChatGPT statement. Bro subscribed to the Chat GBT Pro and just pumped out like the most generic.
What you saying, Lauren? Was that the 15th take?
And like at the beginning of the video, oh, he sat down and did, okay. And it's like, oh yeah, bro, yeah, you're really gasping for air, ready to record the most important video of your damn life. Come on now.
It was like a hostage video, wasn't it? It was like a hostage video.
Yeah, it's like
he was sitting there going, my kids have been taken away from me. My kids have been taken away. I've got to somehow help.
Yeah, I've only ever fucking loved it, and I know that some people are gonna be angry, lads, but I don't fucking care. Oh, I'm gonna go to
that was the best South African Trent I've ever heard.
No, it's just like you can't. I learned from the Coutinho thing. Like, because I was in high school when that happened and I was heartbroken. And I just thought, yeah, they don't make players like Gerrard. They're not going to do that. They're not going to stick with
Lauren,
no matter what. It's not going to be a movie.
Chill. Kojo, chill. No.
I'm saying.
Kojo, go ahead.
No, Lauren.
Leave it.
I hear what Lauren's saying, yeah, but I think, and to support what she's saying, get an injury, you find out real quick how much business this is. Do you know what I mean? So whilst we are diehard Liverpool fans, and I think, to be fair, I think as a fan base, like, there's many worse fan bases. Arsenal, yeah, that would be saying all kind of stuff in this scenario. If Saka was even hinting,
if Saka left, are you kidding me?
If Saka went to the shops, they'd be losing their mind. You know what I mean? Just to go and get a little.
Saka limps to the shop. He limps to the shop.
So what I'm saying is that this is a business, right? And I think players, I am for players looking after themselves, because I'm telling you, when a club don't see fit to have you anymore, like you're gone, you're in the wilderness, they don't care. Do you know what I mean? All of this stuff just goes. So, the good advisors will definitely have you thinking about your life and thinking about your career and what's right for you. And I feel like having won what he's won with Liverpool, I also believe if Gerrard had won what Trent won, he might have gone to Chelsea. He may have gone to not Chelsea. Hold on, not Chelsea. He may have gone to Real Madrid.
No. Go on. Speak on it.
No, I'm saying
Chelsea.
Hold on. No, not Chelsea. I'm saying
all right. That's
Trent
fine.
Brother, if Gerrard had won what Trent won, he would have been like, bro, I've done it. I can go and play with Zidane. Excuse me? Zidane wants me over there. Are you mad? Trent, he would have gone as well. Because he would have felt like I've done my boyhood hero thing. So I'm saying part of me that wishes him well is because I know how short this career is, and everybody's a game away from getting injured and life-threatening injuries. So go and make the most out of it. When you look back, you won everything at your boyhood club. And for me, you can look back at that and go, you know what? I done my thing there at my boyhood club. If I never do anything again, I done something at my boyhood club. I can respect that.
So what's the problem then? Because I don't see the problem. What he's done, yeah, right? He's leaving, yeah. Can't we just look at the big picture? He wants to leave, yeah. I don't see no one's fault here. He wants to leave. What is the problem? Like we going mad that he wants to leave. Robbo, would anyone be angry now if we sold Robbo in the summer and got Perkins?
I would be.
You'd be angry. You'd be fuming, yeah. Right, Robbo wants a new contract.
I'd actually be quite happy.
I would actually. I'm one
Exactly.
of the only.
He's not beating the Robbo allegations.
I am the only one probably who would give Robbo a new deal.
I would as well.
What?
As the main
I feel sorry for him.
As
a backup.
Yeah, as a backup, number two.
Oh, the backup.
I need to hear all of it.
Listen, I feel sorry for Robbo because he's blatantly asking for a contract. He's asking people to make noise for it, yeah. But we're willing to throw him away, yeah. But when Trent wants to leave, we're making all this big fuss about he's a traitor, he's that, he's this. Bro, it's his career. Like, what can we say? If that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants. He's the one that goes out training every day, not me.
It's
he's
his contract down for me.
Yeah, but the club's got to make a decision then. The club can make a decision to sell him, or that's what we should have done then.
Yeah.
Like, he can't run down his contract.
If we put him on sale, I bet you any money Real Madrid wouldn't have bought him.
Robbo, look, I'm going to say something now. Robbo was the better fullback in all these years. He was the better fullback.
Yeah, he was. I agree.
More consistent up until I would say last year and a half. He was the more consistent, but
someone's just sent me a clip.
Of course they have.
That ain't my face. That's all right.
I don't even listen.
Not my face.
Listen. I mean, I would. I mean, listen.
It's obviously about me. Let's play. Let's just go over.
It's about Cal. It's obviously about Cal.
Doing the intro, we already know it's about me. Let's play. Let's go. Let's run it.
I didn't find the clip in it. Someone just
said, let's run it.
Here's the clip in it. You know, and
when was it from?
When the Trent news was announced about.
I think it's when you were 5.
When the Trent news was announced from Ornstein and Fabrizio. The last time.
When was that?
Just run the clip, man.
This is gonna have no context.
I'm sharing the screen. I'm sorting out now.
It's like this is your life.
Actually, to be fair, Cal was a month ago. It was a month ago.
You should have the date on it. What was the date on it?
Cal, you look like if it's a month ago, you probably had the same trim, blood.
The beard was just coming through.
What's the date? Can we get the date? What's the date?
Cal, you better not have the same clothes on, you know, blood. I swear that.
How do I find the actual day?
Hover over the month ago. Or yeah, that too. March 25th.
Yeah, it was March.
Wait. Hold it right there.
Look how fed up Cal looks already.
Hold it right there.
Stressed.
No, he's gonna look like Klopp. He's gonna look like Klopp at the end of his.
No, not at all. 11th of April 2025 was when Mo Salah signed his contract. This video was done on the 25th of March 2025. Go and run it then. Let's go.
Disclaimer quickly.
But I will say is I feel the club could have done more to sort out the contracts from a couple of years ago. When Trent was made vice captain, he should have been given a new contract there and then. And I don't think we've got this situation. What have I said wrong? Go on, crash out. What have I said wrong?
He just that clip was what you said already today.
Oh, right then, cool. Cool.
Exactly.
Oh, crash out. Crash out. What have I said wrong?
No, I don't need to crash out. My point is that you have been blaming the club, and
What's the context?
Cow.
What's the context?
Cow. When I'm speaking specifically about Trent, you have been blaming the club. When I've moved, remember in the title,
play it back.
And I'm not saying. And yes, you said. I know you said a couple of the contracts. So you're saying
plural.
Yes, plural. Yes, but even though Mo and Virgil signed their contracts in the end, let's not act like you didn't have a problem, or we, and not even just you, because it's more than you. It's more than ever. It's me as well. We all had a problem with how the club handled all 3 contracts. The fact that it took so long just to get Mo and Virgil's contract out in the open and finally signed. So why are we now acting like it's Trent? Why are we not acting like? Why are we acting like the Trent thing is any different? I'm confused.
So what are we talking? I'm confused by what you're asking me now.
Cal, I'm saying that, bro, right now, you're making it seem like it's 50-50, it's Trent on the board. When throughout this time, when we've spoken about Trent, whenever we've debated about Trent, you've been speaking about the board way more than Trent. Way more than Trent.
Because
what more could Trent have done thing? What more could Trent have done?
Nah, Monts.
Why is that so hard for everyone to understand?
Because you're better than this.
No, I'm not, brother. Oh my days. Do you know how long I've been streaming with you, Cal? You have been more on when it comes to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent, not Mo, not Verge. And even if you were talking about all 3 of them, the other 2 have signed now. But the way it's been handled, you still wouldn't say that that's a good way that the club have handled these contracts.
Of course, it hasn't been, but they've signed.
There we go. But that's not the point. That's not the point I'm making.
When I said this, they hadn't signed. So what am I meant to crash out on the players when all 3 of them hadn't signed? When the club had let their contracts run down to the last couple of months.
All right, it's fine. As I said, the energy you have in the club compared to the energy you had is completely different, isn't it? It's completely different.
It was the 25th of March, Monts. Of course, the energy is different. We hadn't won the league, and 2 of the 3 players hadn't signed contracts. Of course, the energy is different.
Have you not seen what Fabrizio Romano just posted?
No.
What's he done now?
He said Jude Bellingham and Trent are dating.
I wouldn't be shocked, man. He'd be able to tell you what flavour condom he wears.
I'm joking.
Jamie always has to go that extra bit in it.
Look at Monts' face, bro. He said he's leaving now. Listen, honestly, for me, I feel like this is Coutinho point 2. I feel like we all thought it was the end of the world when Coutinho left, and it made us go on and just do some phenomenal things. And I genuinely feel like, Trent has done well for us. Whatever he does in Real Madrid, I don't really care. He's not our player anymore, and we are in a great position to move on. You know what I mean? We're not desperate. We're not desperate like we used to be when these things were really shaking up the club. I think we're well run. We're going to have a great summer. And thank you to everything that he's contributed to us. But bro, we've been there before. I swore to myself when Torres left, I said that was the last time I'm going to get emotional about someone leaving Liverpool. Yeah. When Torres left, when Suarez left, I think he earned the move. He gave us for where we was at. We couldn't give him what he wanted. I understood it. Trent has been part of a great part of our history. He's won everything. Was 2 fucking Premier Leagues, bro. Yeah, which he was pivotal part in. Bro, go and do your thing, but don't look back. This ain't no Ian Rush. This ain't no, let me come back and see what you man. This ain't no Michael Owen. Oh yeah, I'll end up. Go Man United if you have to. I don't give a shit. He's done now.
No. That's crazy. We can't have another one.
I'm just saying, if he goes and does that, it will be because we don't want him back. I don't want him back though.
Yeah.
Well, Trent don't want to come back. He said that.
Monts, would you have him back? Would you have him back after 3
want to
seasons?
come back.
You go ask me that in 5 years' time.
What? I'm not.
I think
the answer is no. The answer is no. The answer is no right now. I think this isn't. I'm not thinking rationally right now. I can admit that.
I think Trent's gone to Real Madrid to play in midfield as well. I don't think he plays right back for Real Madrid.
That's still an untested experiment.
He'll move. He might move there, but I think he's going to play right back.
I think in Spain he'll have more time on the ball to be able to manipulate where he plays.
Be surprised to see him play
he plays. If you look at Real Madrid, what is Real Madrid's most biggest problem in midfield this season? They haven't got a passer.
No,
they haven't got a passer.
Carries.
Why didn't we add Nunes to that deal? Why couldn't they just take both of them for free?
I don't know. I would have taken someone to take that fucking scrub. But shout out Sergeant Yarrison Hates. He says when said someone, an unknown LFC player wanted, all I can choose
Yo.
What was that?
I don't know.
That was me.
Nah.
I saw exactly. I saw.
I was a fan. I was a fan.
I
was a fan of man. I just opened the door and walked in. It was that bad. Do you know what I mean?
It's mad. I can't even.
What is going on here?
Can I ask you lot how you lot felt when Darwin Núñez missed that?
I didn't feel much, to be fair.
No,
I can't lie. I crashed out. I didn't even care about the game and I crashed out.
I think Salah's head was just as bad as Darwin's.
No,
because he just.
I'm just numb.
What Darwin's head though?
Was it as bad as that? How?
Salah's was in front of the goal as well.
I want to know if it was the club's fault or if it was Darwin's fault. I don't know. I just at this point.
Oh no, the one he headed it back to Salah from the cross. He would have it back.
Yeah. Yeah, man. No.
Well, if he didn't move his head, it still would. How about this? If he just kept his head where it was, if he didn't move his head towards the ball, like if he didn't do this, it would have hit him gone in. The ball would have hit him and it would have hit him and gone in.
Look in the direction of the net.
Can I ask you a question? Have we had a striker worse than Darwin is in our history?
Yeah, Sean Dundee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on. Sean Dundee.
I haven't heard Dundee in a minute.
Sean Dundee didn't play in the games. Who else is there?
He played one.
Veronin. We had some horrible.
Hold on. What?
Eric.
Veronin.
Eric Meyer.
Veronin was better than Darwin Núñez, bro.
Oh, get out. He was not with a ponytail guy. Oh, you're crazy.
Bro,
he was horrible.
Shawn Michaels. You weren't better.
He was horrible.
Wait. You're saying he went better than Darwin Núñez?
He was horrible. Monts. He was horrible.
Darwin, in my opinion,
story.
is pound for pound the worst striker we've had in terms of the amount of money we spent on him and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
money. Yeah,
he's not the worst striker we've
But
had.
I'm talking about name another striker who you could remember in our history that misses. Hold on, that misses so many clear-cut chances. One-on-ones.
That's true.
Eric Meyer.
No.
Barini wasn't given the
names,
chance
Jay.
that
You're just
Nunes.
saying names.
Barini would get more goals than Nunes in this team.
Huh?
I think Barini would get a similar amount of goals. Nunes.
Oh, Barini.
I think Andy Carroll's better than. I think Andy Carroll's better than Darwin Nunes.
Remember him now, Kojo.
Barini was fucking.
But Barini was pants though. He was pants.
No, but we got him from Swansea, bro. Like for me, Darwin Nunes came from Benfica.
Aspas.
No. Aspas is clear of Nunes. Aspas is clear.
Aspas is baller.
Yeah, when he left us, he went and
Aspas was a baller. No. Suarez was just there. Aspas was way better than Nunes.
Yeah, he just came at the wrong time, I think, because he went back and killed it.
Wrong time. David Reese says Trent in the mid, Cal and Trent planned this all along. He said Trent and Cal planned this all along. It's crazy.
What Cal and Trent planned it is crazy.
Shout out Ray with the super chat. He goes, big up with the super chat, by the way, Ray. Big up, good to hear from you. He says Klopp held us back in the last 2 years of his dumb tactics, stupid decisions on loyalty towards players, Slot's fixing his mistakes. I actually got to watch Nunes play football stress-free. Arnie Slot has changed my life.
Wow.
I got to watch Nunes play football stress-free.
Yeah, and he's still missing headers. He can't even hit the net.
I said he saved my life.
I don't know how Darwin's had kids, how much he misses.
Bro. Well, even when he was trying to back the man, he was missing with the chair, bro. You know what I'm saying? I
heard him and his missus tried 3, 4, 5 times for a baby. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's 1 in 10. He's 1 in 10. Is that what he's saying?
That's terrible. Having Kojo and Jamie on the street.
I know it's crazy. Kojo and Jamie are crazy. I swear,
bro. Listen what I'm saying. I'd rather we sell him and sign no one in the summer. That's how bad I want him out.
Yeah,
same. You know, the space that he will leave will score more goals than Darwin.
It's true. I don't want him an option. I don't want him an option next season. I don't want him to be nowhere.
Julian Alvarez, that's all good.
There's a picture when they're all in the. There's a picture when they're all in the.
I'm telling you, it's happening.
Hey, there's no way.
Jamie, come on, man. You gotta be serious, man.
I'm telling you, we're getting Julian Alvarez.
Jamie, stop it.
No, why don't you think you're
I can't like. I also need to say my part on the whole Trent thing as well, innit? Yeah.
You ain't done it yet, Jesus.
Nah. I just want to say, I didn't actually get to say like obviously I was so caught up in Carl's 180 with the blame in the club. I didn't say.
Oh my God!
Say your piece, man. Say your piece.
Cal, why do you even arrive? Why did you go?
No, because nothing gets past me. Nothing gets past me. I've been here. You know what I'm saying? I've been here cussing this Trent thing, and I have to sit
unfortunately,
here and
Trent can't say the same thing.
Not defend Trent, but blame the club. I have to sit
you have defended Trent. You defended Trent every time I'm not
talking about like the footballing side. I'm talking about the leaving Real Madrid side. I've never backed that. I said Trent's dead to me if he leaves Liverpool. I said he's dead to me. I said he's dead to me. Those are the words that left my mouth. Trent is dead to me if he leaves this club free. And then Cal was saying, whose fault was that? But whose fault is that? Whose fault is it really? Had me second guessing myself.
Oh, okay.
Now he's on our side.
Trent Bellingham when they get married, you know. Trent Bellingham.
As I said, anyway, before I start looking like Fabinho, yeah, man, Kyle, you know I love you, innit, but bro, come on, man, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
Go back.
Monts, carry on. I'm waiting for this. Got my popcorn ready. Come on, man.
I understand the context. Cal. But you were still blaming the club. You spoke about Trent. You're still blaming the club.
No one had signed contract.
How can we move on from that?
Anyway, so you're right. Yeah, I'm getting right back in. Anyway,
I can't believe that.
You see this shit.
What did that mean? What did that mean in the end?
What the fuck did it mean? I don't know what it means. He's taking the piss. He's taking the piss. He done it in worst thing is he done it in this pop. He done it in this jersey, bro. He done it in this kit. This is the kit. He done it. Scored a banger. A man's doing all of this. Like Pedro Neto when he scored one goal in like 13, 14 goals. Another one of Cal's disciples. Fucking Pedro Neto, blood. I couldn't believe it.
My disciples? What?
I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't believe it.
What?
I couldn't believe when Trent was doing this, and we was all like, oh, he must be talking about the tabloids chatting rubbish. Ornstein's probably wrong. Fabrizio Romano's probably wrong. My name is Trent Alexander-Arnold, and anything I do doesn't mean anything because we deal with everything in silence. No, the club wanted to protect you because you was being a prick. I am done with people saying, talking and doing the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's like if you're a cheater, if you're in a relationship and you're a cheater, then I'm not advocating cheating, but it's like at least show a little bit of resistance. Even if you're a cheater, show a little bit of resistance. So if someone dangles a little bit of arse in front of you, at least
it's hard to resist.
Don't jump at it. At least negotiate. Trent didn't even negotiate. He didn't even negotiate. Real Madrid told him, on our terms, we ain't paying shit for you, bro. We ain't paying a penny. We ain't paying a penny. So if you want to come play in Spain with Jude and the man, then you better leave. You better disrespect your football club and leave for free. Leave for free. And he said, okay. Like, he didn't even think about it. He didn't think about it. Like, as soon as a little bit of arse got dangled in front of him, he just dived into that shit. He just dived into that. He didn't even wait. He didn't even try.
He motorboated it, you know.
He motorboated that shit.
He threw the whipped cream on too.
He didn't even try and go, you know
Made me
what?
hungry.
Any way that I can get the club some money. I don't get it, bro.
Do you feel like that the club doing well derailed his plan?
Yeah, it pissed him off. We won the league.
Because it would have been easy if we had not won anything. And the manager
if we were shit, it would have. How about this? If we were shit, it would. How about this? Or even Real Madrid being crap and us being good. Because we're better than Real Madrid. We're not bigger than Real Madrid, but we're better than Real Madrid right now. We're better than Real Madrid. Real Madrid are arse. They are arse right now. Jude Bellingham is the final form Szoboszlai.